There we go. Oh, that was some interesting technical difficulties.
Yeah, we tried recording this part of the review, but it started to
Glitch.
It started to freak out on us real quick.
Like fucking Freakazoid freak out. Fucking hand came out, punched him square in the nuts, and said no. So here we are, take 2, part 2. We normally don't do that, you know, and that's one thing we've never actually mentioned. We do these all in one takes. If that take messes up, we usually either roll with it, do our own little re-roll Ukemi with it, parry if we can, or just keep going. But every now and then, the technical difficulty will hit, and we just gotta say, fuck it.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning again.
Yeah, every now and then we actually hit difficulties that cause us to have to delete the original footage. And this isn't like blooper reel stuff. This is...
No sound, video wasn't moving.
You know, tearing on the footage itself.
But hey, it's cool. It gives us another chance, as you would point out normally. It gives us another chance to do it again.
If not, do it better.
Yeah. Which, hey, no complaints. But, you know, some people out there, purists, some would argue that, you know, the first time was the best. I say, fuck that. Just do whatever. Whatever we posted, it's gold, okay? It's gold!
But anyway, you know, like we're actually trying to do with this section of the review,
Oh, that's so cool.
we're actually going to get down to reviewing the game itself. And here I'm going to have to pause it so I can give you guys just a little bit of a prologue, so to speak.
Uh-oh.
Now, more about the story itself. As I said, it takes place after The Amazing Spider-Man. And
Yeah.
one of the big things about the story, spoilers,
You really should have watched the movie before playing the game.
is the fallout from the Lizard's attempts to try and actually transform everybody in the city. I mean, hell, at the beginning of the game, you actually start, well, at the very beginning, you start, you know, walking through Oscorp with Gwen, and you actually see that the new guy in charge, the very familiar Alistair Smythe, is actually trying to continue with Connor's work.
Question.
Well, Connor's / Parker's work.
Ah, yes. Does Gwen still have that delicious Zettai Ryoku, that spot between the skirt and the socks? Does she still rock that?
I don't remember. I'll have to go back through and actually play it. Or what I can do is go to the collection screen where it shows all the character models and go about it that way.
We can do that later. Right now we're ass deep in combat and storyline.
But again, you know, this actually deals a lot with the fallout from the movie, as far as just, again, how the city's actually trying to return to normal, how
People
things
getting used to metahumans, mutants and shit. Sorry.
But now it's time for a little bit more combat, and one of the other open world missions that you can get are police standoffs, where you're actually, you know, riding along on one of the police choppers as the police are pinned down by thugs.
With targets on them. Ah, yeah!
Thugs which you can take out. Oh, Jesus. And I'm getting hurt pretty bad. One of the great things about using the webs is that you can actually play smart like Pete and get yourself out of the way, give yourself time to heal, and then come back at it again.
And once all the red jelly gets scraped off the window, you can go from there.
Let's see. Now, can I actually do this?
You should be able to. Oh, there we go.
Oh, time to go.
Whoops.
Where'd he go? Where is he? Psychological warfare. I don't love it.
What was that? Oh my god! That was vicious.
Donnie Yen!
What was that noise? Carryover from yet another game that was being played earlier.
Okay, I gotta make sure I don't...
Yeah, you don't want to leave the boundaries.
Come on. There we go.
Nice. So how easy is it to maneuver the camera around?
It's actually pretty easy. The camera doesn't fight you at every turn, which is awesome.
Can you do a dual stealth takedown?
Later in the game, I think that's one of the upgrades you can pick up. In fact, wrong menu. Let me check the tech upgrades to see if I already have it, because if so...
That'd be so perfect right now if you had it.
If so, I could pull it, but it does not look I have the double stealth takedown.
Ouch.
But the normal stealth takedown is just as rocking. Watch this. Wha-ha!
Oh, where'd he go? What was that noise? Oh, my friend's knocked out. Guess I'll go back to shooting cops.
Yeah, go ahead. Go back to shooting cops. Meanwhile, I think I'll try to plot another takedown. There we go. Some more bad guys to deal with. So I'm just going to zip over here. Then just nonchalantly... Oh, dang it.
Whoops!
Okay, that was very un-nonchalant. That was very un-nonchalant.
Hey, Mario, you want to look at my chainsaw and hug mask?
Yeah, that was seriously Homer Simpson style.
That was pretty much my style of stealth. Rush up and hit the motherfucker anyway. You don't see me.
Okay, that would explain that.
What?
I think someone else might have seen me.
Oh. Oh my god, AI that actually tells each other where you... Oh, looks like you got stealth, those stealth particles.
Lum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Oh! Oops.
Wait!
Did it
No,
work?
it didn't.
It did not. I'll just kill him. Just kill him, motherfucker. So, yes! Sometimes you feel like stealth, and sometimes... Oh my god, here it comes. Oh wow. The cops are downstairs going, why didn't you just save us? Yay! We look like Sims.
But one of the great things about the game itself, is that your actions actually do, have
Impact?
They feel like they have impact. They feel like they have consequences. When you save the police from being, gunned down by thugs, you actually get applause. You actually get the police saying, "Hey, nice job, Spidey," or the civilians you save when dealing with petty crimes. You actually get a small scene, a small tidbit where the civilian actually comes up to you, thanks you, busts out the cell phone, takes your picture.
No, you good job.
Yeah. Oh my god, we need a Hancock game. We need a Hancock game so bad.
Especially, I want, I don't even want the segment of the movie where he's an actual superhero. I want to get blitzed out drunk.
Or get the prison scene.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. I can never hear the theme to Sanford and Son again without thinking of somebody getting their anatomy, someone getting human centipeded.
Ass takedowns. Fucking ass takedowns.
Oh wow.
Can you imagine being able to, and oh dude, you know what's the worst part? If they gave us that much freedom, like fucking prototype fucking, what was that one where you play the superhero cops?
Resistance. Crackdown.
Crackdown, yeah, that Crackdown style bullshit. You will have everyone and their fucking grandma doing every bad thing Hancock did in the movie. Including picking up people in cars for no reason and spearing their shit on top of buildings.
You want down? I can do down!
I'll give down!
I can do down real good!
You speak the English now! You speak the English! So here we are, the Hooliganz, playing a game and talking about 20 other ones. The storyline, you were saying!
And you actually, over the course of the story, not only do you get to see more of Dr. Connors as a character, which I have to bash on the movie a little bit for. Dr. Connors is a character that is honestly tragic, and tragic in the sense where you want to identify with him because you see the type of person he is deep down. The way Doc Connors should have been done in the movie is how they did Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2.
Time to alienate the other the fourth third of our fan base, if you can count. It's not that I didn't like Spider-Man 2 and 3. It's not like I didn't like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But 2 is where I started weaning off, and 3, Two
admittedly was where you kind of start having a bit of a falling out with the movies.
You start seeing that there's some executive meddling here. There's somebody Michael Baying this shit. And it's like, that's not cool. That's not cool.
But at the same time, there's a part of the movie that's handled really well, and you got to give credit where it's due. And I give credit to Alfred Molina's performance as Doc Ock. He was
yes.
He was good. He was believable. He was relatable as a villain, and I mean,
it was good. It was just very well done. Comic book page. So on this episode of Netflix This, we talk about Spider-Man 2. I mean, oh shit, wrong. Suffice it to say. But I do feel you on Connors. Now, the thing that I liked and disliked about the movie was that Connors was a bit, I wouldn't say forced. I've never lost one of my arms, but as you know, I was bedridden for some time, lost my, knee was up by my left hip, and that shit can affect a motherfucker, especially when you see your muscles atrophy. That's a living nightmare. And I can understand that character's viewpoint as to why he would lose his shit, and even though he knew, you could see that he knew the transmogrification of becoming the lizard was dangerous, but when you lose something so vital to you, so important to you, unless you've lost something like that, you can only barely empathize with such a thing, the kind of extremes a person's willing to take. I mean, hell, you were there when, I went through the pain of fucking physical therapy and shit, and that shit can affect you mentally. Didn't affect me mentally because I'm already mental, but you get the point. It takes true grit. It takes some serious balls to go through that, and being able to have to cope with the loss of a limb, that can drive you to certain extremes. I'm just saying. Now, how did they portray him as? Pretty much punching bag.
Yeah, they portrayed him as more misguided than tragic.
Misguided is definitely the word I would use, yeah. But towards the end, it was revealed a bit more, and you got to see that tragedy. You got to see that he still has human feelings and emotions and isn't, icky.
Hi!
Hey, Mark, you want to see how you do?
How you doing?
Oh,
look. That was cool.
Oh,
wait, wow.
What just happened? Whoa.
Something is shooting me.
Something is shooting you a lot. So, visually speaking, I like this. Once again, it's very important to me that little details are there as far as, the design of the man himself, the web shooting that he does when he's running up buildings.
Yeah.
These little details are important.
And again, just from a graphical standpoint,
it's pretty nice, eh?
And look, all that damage that I took, you could actually see, like,
oh shit, you're right.
The battle damage on the costume, and it's one of those things that just, it looks good.
It's always the little things.
And there are various points in the story where you actually get to see, different things happening to Pete, like him getting mutated, or, just
nice.
The meat grinder that is the life of Spider-Man. And real talk, the meat grinder that is the life of Spider-Man. I cannot call it anything but.
Now, I would like to say at least one thing, visually speaking. Sims. Everybody looks like a bunch of Sims.
Yeah,
that's not a bad thing, but
the NPCs look very blood. The generic NPCs look generic.
It's generic.
Thank you. You beat me to it.
Oh, there goes the other 5/3 of our fan base. Fuck, I suck at math, apparently.
But again, just visually,
jump into the haystack. Wrong game. Goddamn.
Just visually, the game is stunning. I mean,
yeah, that is true.
I have never been to Manhattan, but I would swear that if I had gotten this type of vantage point, I would swear that this is probably what Manhattan would look like from this high up.
Shouldn't there be more smog and pissed off people?
That's when you get closer to the ground. But
when you get to Brooklyn.
But I like how this game looks. As for how this game sounds...
Okay, here we go.
The voice acting is top-notch. The voice acting is really good. You got Steve Bloom, Wolverine, Spike Spiegel. He actually does the voice of Doc Connors in this. And it feels like Doc Connors. It feels believable. It feels intellectual, but you still get that Steve Bloom graveliness.
Yeah. Now, I would
You know,
like to point
that
out that
Rogue Galaxy Zegram.
Yeah,
Here they
yeah.
come, bastards.
I would like to point out also the fact that there's little bits of chatter that go on throughout the game. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, there's little
You
bits of
know?
chatter just from the civilians, over the police scanners.
Yeah, I noticed that
Spidey
earlier.
Spider-Man when he does, you know, particular stunts off of the webs, you hear him hooting and hollering,
Yeah.
enjoying himself.
Notice that. And Bruce Campbell. Period.
Bruce
Period.
motherfucking Campbell.
Period. A whole squad of cheerleaders. Period. I'm just saying.
Oh
Oh,
my
God,
God,
that was
you-
bad even for me.
Yes, that was.
Full stop. Okay, how about full stop? Full stop. We'll go full stop. I'm just saying, Bruce Campbell. On the other hand, now I was noting this earlier in between takes that it's not that I dislike the music. It's not that I dislike the music, but I would like to point out that we just came off whack of two, if not what, two reviews where the music was fucking phenomenal. With Mad World, well, hell, 3 then in that case, because we even mentioned Mad World.
Yeah, with
Bayonetta.
Mad World and Anarchy Reigns,
Yeah,
the soundtrack.
fucking intense. The Rising Revengeance.
Oh,
Exactly. I mean, hell, Anarchy Reigns, I would like to point out, 30-something songs, like 32, 35 songs, for like $10. Come on.
Yeah.
And with this, it's kind of hard. I know I'm coming off whack from the wrong bias with that. With all that stated, but I still would have loved to have heard the Spider-Man riff. You know, Spider-Man. You know,
know,
even the Ramones.
Yeah, not even the Ramones. It could've
Orchestral.
been, it could've-
Orchestral.
You know, something orchestral. It could have been Radioactive Spider Blood.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I would have loved to have heard any of that. I mean, you can't have a Batman without the, you know, me. You know, and even if it's orchestral, you're still going to hear that beat somewhere. We have not heard the leitmotif of Spider-Man.
It's not even in the quite plentiful, unlockables in this game.
Yeah,
Which kind of saddens me. So,
I would have.
and this being a movie licensed game, they go for more of the, you know, movie atmosphere soundtrack, which it's okay again for a movie licensed game, but
it's not memorable. It's not Anarchy Reigns. It's not Rising Revengeance. It's not even Bayonetta. It's not even God Hand. And God Hand, oh my, I'm touching myself.
you know what? I think I already have God Hand. I have the physical disc copy for the PS2, but I might just go ahead and buy it on PSN so that way we can have it on the PS3 and stream it to this and do it right. Do it justice. Do a Hooliganz review for God Hand. Be on the lookout for that shit coming soon, people.
Dragon kick your ass into the Milky Way.
Milky Way!
Apocalyptic beat. Oh shit! So let's get back to the game.
Yeah. So, the soundtrack is forgettable, but still,
it's good for what you need.
yeah.
It's functional. It's beans and rice. It fills you up. It can even taste good. But honestly, you've had beans and rice before.
If you've had it once,
You've had it every single time. It's flavorless oatmeal. It's filling, nutritious. But damn it, where's the chocolate? Where's the nightmare oatmeal? Where's the peanut butter and chocolate and banana?
I had another analogy to go with, but that one was nowhere near as appetizing as
Oh,
nightmare
okay.
oatmeal.
So there we go.
I was thinking chicken pox.
Ah, okay, yeah.
But still, you know, it's one of those things where once you've had it, you've had it.
Yeah, it's tough. So there's your audio visual for you.
Yeah. Game looks great. The voices sound great. The background music, hell, I actually muted the background music on this while I was playing it, and just threw up my MP3 playlist while I was playing
wow. So that's something to be said. If they're gonna make a sequel to this, they should really focus on more just the soundtrack. Give us the
Those of you who are afraid of heights, I'm sorry.
We should have really said that in the beginning. Oh wow.
Those of you who are afraid of heights, I am truly sorry.
We should have really said. Damn it. My arm. Can someone up the power of the fucking. And yeah, it works.
Now,
can you imagine like Spidey and his friends doing the God Hand dance from the end?
oh dear Lord.
The wave. The wave. So
since I was on that topic, though, let us go back to Spidey's apartment.
Ah, yes.
And let's talk about, the additional content, the DLC and the unlockables.
What is the DLC for this damn thing? I've never even heard of a DLC for this.
I'm honestly thinking that there isn't. I think the DLC for this is basically being able to buy stuff that you can readily unlock in-game for cheap if you are feeling lazy and don't want to play through this rather enjoyable experience and unlocking the stuff yourself.
I'm actually quite happy with that. I know I come off very whack as a... I love how I just said it all professional. Well, if you will please permit me, my nizzle, I will tell you why this shizzle is the shiznits. I'm just saying, it is the bomb.
Anyway.
No, I'm just saying. I know I come off whack as being a real hardcore DLC hater, but it's not that I dislike DLC. I just dislike modern day DLC practices. It's like Monsanto and the GMO and the... Oh god, I went political! And all that bullshit. Back in the day, I screamed that genetically modified food was going to save the goddamn world. We were going to feed everybody. And now we got rats with cancer. Same thing with modern day DLC. Back in the day, we were promised episodic content. We were promised content that wasn't going to be just snipped off from the main thing and resold to us in a new package.
And then we got Capcom.
Ah!
Enough said.
Yeah. Suffice it to say, if you can actually get something that, it's like, hey, sure, you can play the game, but would you rather buy it now? And it's not aggressive. It's just like, hey, check it out. We got the shop over here. It's like, oh, cool. What you got over there? Oh, something you can get either in the end game or right now. I don't mind that.
So yeah, let's go into the unlockables really quick. There's the various comic pages that you saw me zipping all across the city to pick up. The more of those you pick up, you eventually unlock the actual covers from old school Spider-Man comics that you can actually peruse in the gallery.
That's cool.
Playing through various parts of the game, you can unlock, again, the different character models in the model viewer so that you can check those out.
Yeah, let's go look at Gwen. I must see if she has a Zentai Ryoku, dog. But gotta see that shit.
But also, another thing that you can pick up after a certain point in the game where you actually get the camera so you can start taking pictures like Spider-Man do, you can actually go across the city and look for various little spider marks. And when you find those spider marks, that's how you open up the different outfits and the different character skins for Spider-Man to wear not only throughout the game, but also in the cutscenes as well.
Hella cool.
Like, for example, you have the default suit, no belt, just like in the movie.
Yeah.
Then you have the default suit with belt, all geared up like he starts the game. Which,
let's admit it, as long as you don't go Rob Liefeld about it, it should be points if you know who that is. Rob Liefeld cannot draw. Do not allow him next to a pencil. That motherfucker's still doing commissions. Can you believe that? Anyway, suffice it to say, pouches and a belt pouch and a utility belt, I'm all for. I'm a Batman freak. I'm down with it. It's cool.
But then you have other really awesome outfits.
Ooh.
Like the black suit. It's the Spider-Man 3 black suit, but still.
The Venom.
It looks good. It looks damn good. I mean, look at this dude.
Yeah.
Then you have the Future Foundation suit from back when he was working with the Fantastic Four.
Super sweet.
In the comics, of course, well, in this one, they actually have the outfit reversed compared to how it is in the comics.
Ah.
The colors are reversed, but still.
It looks good.
It looks amazing. And then you have Spider-Man Big Time.
Ooh, whoa.
Big time player.
Now, I do got to point out one thing, because I am contractually obligated to say something gay once per episode of the Hooliganz.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
I can't be the only one who noticed that. It's not like they gave him an impressive bulge, but they, really detailed his package in each suit. What the hell?
Jesus.
Just dude, what? I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded. Maybe I'm just over-sexualized about everything.
Maybe.
But I can't help but to notice, damn, brother, you swinging some spandex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big change.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole lot of Spider-Man references, movie and comic in here. You're going to just have to deal with it.
Hey, that was this episode. That was this episode right there.
In a nutshell.
So what has so there's not really any DLC, and that's a good thing.
Let's see.
Gwen, check Gwen.
Hold on a second, let me browse there. Oh yeah, and going back to play the other stages, it actually has a little, it has a board post up, like in a police station board posted up.
That's kind of cool. Now, can you power grind in this? Can you do some power leveling?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
You can go back through the stages, play through more, unlock more, and also, again, earn experience to go towards the upgrades.
Okay.
But, if I'm going to actually look through the unlockables, then I'm going to have to quit to the main menu.
Ooh.
Which I have no trouble with, because I've already beaten the game, so I should have a lot of stuff unlocked. Oh, wait, I had a lot of stuff unlocked back on my fat PS2.
Oh, whoops. Oh well, we still have some extras to open up. So naturally, concept art, enemy database, Z-tie. Come on, damn it!
Not quite.
Oh!
I'm sorry. Dude.
Why is she wearing leggings? Emma Stone, why have you done this to me? Damn. Still a pretty trim back door, though. Backyard is what I meant, but hey, I'll do that too.
Oh my god. But yeah, again, just taking a look at the different characters. I mean,
Rhino.
Yeah.
God damn.
The freaking Rhino. And remember how I mentioned the fallout from the Connors incident? Rhino is part of that.
Which will surely come up in the storyline.
Which does come up.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't quite come up in the storyline, but I mean, it comes up in the character bios. The Scorpion comes up in the storyline.
Motherfucking Scorponok. I have never liked Scorpion as a character. I'm just saying. I just never liked him. I like Rhino. Rhino has a reason. Oh, I know they all have reasons, but Rhino's just like there, Daddy, and then he breaks shit.
Not me. Yes, you even catch passing mentions of
Morbius,
Professor Strom, Michael Morbius.
All the comic geeks just went, oh, cool.
Speaking of all the comic geeks,
all the comics,
I want to hurry up and get that. Hold on, I know there was one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, damn it, it's not in this one. Because I could have swore there was... No, that's an Edge of Time. One of the comic covers you get is Black Cat. Speaking of which, you actually do face off against the Black Cat in this.
Oh, yay!
And... we mentioned earlier, we should really do games that get a little bit of hate from us, like, for example, Final Fantasy 13.
Which, at some point in time, we may just do the corridor, just because.
The voice actress who does Lightning was actually cast for Black Cat in this.
Oh.
And I will say it, that deep, husky,
smoky,
that smoky, sexy, rawhide voice. Yes. Oh my god, Black Cat. Yes!
Makes you want to ravage her mouth, do things in her throat.
On that note, let's actually try and wrap this. Up, shall we? Now for the part you've probably all been waiting for, waiting through all the ranting and going, why won't these fools just shut up?
Or actually talk about the game. Goddamn, no, seriously. We kept getting derailed, but then again, you gotta understand, it's not just the game, The Amazing Spider-Man. Every single Spider-Man game or movie or anything that has such a mythos or background or the lore, it's really, you gotta reference to it, And this really is not Spider-Man, the movie, the game. This is Spider-Man, the movie, sequel.
Yeah,
that's very important.
It could be, it's basically Amazing Spider-Man 1.5, because we all know number 2 has been announced with Jamie Foxx cast as Electro.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong at all. Shit.
So again, let's...
So, you say it first.
I am actually going to give this game an 8 out of 10.
Oh.
I would have given it a 9, but for the soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, some of you out there might be saying, well, that bastard's opinion. No. Shut your whore mouth. That bastard's opinion matters. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to give this an 8 as well. Not to copy you, but to...
Actually, believe it or not, in this instance, that bastard's opinion matters. Because when he actually brought it up, you know, it clicked in my head and it made sense. And, you know, I was able to come up with a pretty cogent rejoinder to that. That being that this is a movie licensed game. So you'll expect more of a movie licensed soundtrack.
But at the same time, this is a video game, and don't ever get it twisted. I am all about cross-media formats. I'm like, hey, whatever. If I can combine heavy metal with my writing, I do that. If you can combine anything together, it better come out Reese's Pieces, you know what I mean? But above all, the movie to video game formats and video game to movie format, movie to video game, you know what I mean? There's always such a dark history when it comes to that for both mediums. Yeah, there's a lot of good shit that has come out recently, and thank God for it. Some people don't like Silent Hill the movie. I like Silent Hill the movie. He rips off her skin and throws it at the church. God damn! Yeah, Pyramid Head's part in the whole movie is completely superfluous. But it was still entertaining, and I still like the fucking thing.
And it still made it feel very Silent Hill.
Yes. So when it comes to this, I do expect a better soundtrack. And yeah, it could also be argued that that's like comparing the talented child. That's like comparing Arnold Schwarzenegger to Danny DeVito in a Twins reference. But you know,
for something Spider-Man, you expect at least some of the background sounds to be Spider-Man. You expect, how did you put it? You expect certain pieces of the leitmotif of Spider-Man to be included in the material. And we don't even get that in the unlockables, like I mentioned.
Do you even hear the web slinging? I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, well, there's that much at least. And the voice acting is good. And at least it's not like when you were losing your mind about, what's his face played Jack? Raiden?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But,
no, it's consistent.
And that's good.
And even the parts of the game where Spider-Man is pretty pretty emotionally going through the meat grinder. God.
It sounds good.
But it's
pathos.
It's consistent.
Yeah. So, where can you get this? How much does it cost?
At this point, I believe Amazing Spider-Man isn't going for anywhere above $20 at the most expensive.
$20?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that would be like, your friendly local retailer.
Yeah, your neighborhood friendly GameStop.
Yeah. Got your eBay, your Amazon. This time around, I don't have a really great price to tell you guys about. No, sorry, it's not like Anarchy Reagan's where you can go to GameFly and get it. Still, by the way, $14. No, just it's $20. Can't really complain. It's a good game. It's certainly a bargain bin. That's for damn certain. I've seen bargain bin games that we should really rip sometime. There we go. I've seen bargain bin games that are like, $5 and, it sucks. This is $20 and you're guaranteed good time. How long does this game last?
It took me, and that's playing through the entirety of the story mode and really, I wasn't trying to speedrun it. I was trying to really enjoy it, and it took me 8 to 10 hours.
Okay, so $20 for 8 to 10 hours. That's better for $20 for a 5-minute blowjob. So no one be acting like you'd last longer than 5 minutes if you paying $20. Motherfucker, please.
Wow. But it's a fairly good romp. I mean, there's plenty of meat in it. There's plenty of meat to chew through, which is good.
The characters are all very characterable. The NPCs are very personable, and you get to beat up on bad guys. What? Motherfucker, 8 out of 10. You
get to beat up on bad guys, and again, your actions, you get to see the consequences. And that right there is damn near the subtitle for this game. It's The Amazing Spider-Man. Shit has consequences.
The Amazing Spider-Man. The consequences will never be the same. Oh god, okay. What was the fuck I was about to say something, and then I completely forgot. No, 8 out of 10. There you go. Get it. It's fun.
So yeah,
play it.
With that, all my usual shout outs. Team
There you
Hack
go.
and Slash. You guys are awesome. And Dark Masamune 87, special shout out to you.
Masamune!
Because seeing your footage of Bleach Soul Resurrection and seeing just how much fun that game actually can be to play inspired me to go pick it up, and I might probably do a review on that one sometime soon.
We might, just because I did see a little bit of that, and for $20 I might pick it up. Shit, my broke ass. But, you know, it's... I'm not too big of a Bleach fan, but I'm willing to give it a try because Vidya.
But yeah, also shout outs to the boys at the UFG.
UFG!
GQ Asian dude.
Oh,
I know you're watching this, or at least listening to this.
I'm thinking about you and your head.
Oh, good lord.
Oh God, your baby soft skull.
But when I first picked up Amazing Spider-Man, and when I told you that this shit's good, I told you so. Now you
good, motherfucker.
You're playing through it right now. I know this, so you know. I told you so.
This shit's good. Oh, shout outs, of course. Y'all know which channel you're listening to this in the first place, Blazing Ace Nelson. Don't let him know I said that, though. We don't want his big head getting any bigger.
My big head.
Debo Lottie got more head than he got. No, in your case, really, it's you're like a matchstick with big ass feet. But
my head is probably about the size of this jackass's ego.
No, my ego is bigger. I'm just saying it's bigger. Who the fuck do I give? I don't even know who I give shout outs to anymore. Shout out to whoever the motherfucker you want right here. Y'all know where you can find me. The pen is my sword. Facebook.com/author of the things. And for the record, I have physical copies of The Generalist Taboo Zero being sold. You can also find out through my bullshit where the Select Anthologies Author's Choice, the very first book of the anthology that we did, I think I mentioned this last time too. You can find my Killer 13 series in there, at least the first 4 of them. And you can find it, hell, look it up. Or just go up to facebook.com/author of the things.
And also, let's end this with one more really huge series of shout outs.
Oh.
Shout outs to Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
Shout outs to Jack Kirby and Stan Lee for bringing us Spider-Man.
Oh.
Just for bringing us Spider-Man. Over freaking, what, 60 some odd years now?
Yeah.
And even though I personally think they've been fucking him up in the comics recently, the fact that Spider-Man is still out there to appeal to all of us, to basically show us that anybody, any everyday, any regular Joe
schmo motherfucker
can get out there and just, with what they have, do something extraordinary. Go through extraordinary shit and still come out of it being them, if not being better for it.
Excelsior! And before we get sued.
So with that,
the chin, the man, the other man.
So with that, thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. Really appreciate the views. Really appreciate the subscribers. I'm almost at 100 now.
Nice. Really appreciate the commentary. You know, well, the one thing that does it for me, no matter whether it's my blogs, this, even writing the goddamn novellas, it's interaction, you know? Motherfuckers on there, you know, a curse, you want to bring it out, I don't care. You know how I am by now. I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. I'm going to be louder than you anyway. Ask your mama. Shit. Ask your dad. He was there. He was on the camera. Yeah, okay, now I feel juvenile. I just went with a your mama joke, but like, there's some sophistication to it.
It's
a little twist, a little lime twist to it.
It's okay. But anyway, thanks again, everybody, and until the next review, this is Blazing Ace Nelson.
This is That Bastard.
We're the Hooliganz, and you're not. Nuff.